Welcome back to the Sonic Locker Room. This is Bill Althouse of Sideliner Sports, and we're celebrating our 18th year bringing you the best and the brightest from Eastern Jackson County and the metro area. And we're going to have some fun with some very, very special people from Harrisonville High School. This is Haley Justice's fourth year as the coach of the Winter Guard team. And we're visiting also with Izzy Bailina, a sophomore member of the team, and hoping that Greenlee Cameron will be able to join us here in just a few minutes. Haley, tell us a little bit about Winter Guard. I see you perform during the football season, every bit as much a part of a halftime show as cheer, dance, and the marching band. But you also are now in the actual Winter Guard season, the flag season. How does that work? When do you start preparing for football, and then how does that transition over to your season, which wraps up in March?
Well, usually during the summer, we do a lot of technique preparation to get us prepared for the fall season, and all of that leads up to our winter season. We've worked really hard during the summer and the fall to gear up for Winter Guard, which is just us performing without the band. Hello, Greenlee's here.
Oh, great. Hey, Greenlee, how are you?
So yes, it's just us without the marching band, and we spin flag, rifle, and saber inside, which is really nice during the winter time. And then we compete around the area. We go all the way up to Ozark, and then we perform like Blue Springs, Oak Park, Lee Summit, around this area.
Is it kind of fun to just be the center stage and not have the cheer, the dance, the marching band there? I mean, this is your time to shine.
Yes, it's certainly different, but so much fun because it grows us closer as a team during this time.
When you compete at something like this during the Winter Guard season, how many times do you perform at a competition?
This year, in the past couple years, we've been performing at 5 competitions.
Okay. Do you just perform one time at each competition?
Correct.
So how does that work? Will you be there all day waiting to see the results, or how do the X's and O's work?
They're usually pretty nice, and they have different awards throughout the day. So they'll have a group perform, and then they'll hold those awards. And then we get to go home after that, which is nice. But we often stay to watch the bigger, better groups like the college and world-class groups as well.
Izzy, how'd you get involved with Winter Guard?
Well, my older sister used to do color guard when she was older, so I think that made me interested in it. And then our coach was also friends with my sister, and she was like, "You should audition." So I was like, "Sure, why not? Might be fun."
Was it a good decision?
Yes.
I bet. What are the practices like? How many times, Izzy, do you practice a week preparing for, say, a Friday night football game?
We have 2 practices a week. During the fall, they are 5:30 to 8:30, Tuesday, Thursday. And then in winter, we still have 2 3-hour practices a week. And then occasional optional practices just to get more in there. Oh, and Saturday camps, which are usually 6 hours.
Wow. Haley, where do you find these dedicated young women?
Well, I think that the culture that my assistant coach, Nicole, and I have created, it just really helps when our older, more experienced students pass down their dedication and knowledge of the program. It really helps the new members understand what it takes to be a part of this team.
Greenlee, how'd you get involved with the squad?
So when I was in 8th grade, Okay, when I was in eighth grade, I saw the posters to join Winter Guard as an eighth grader. And I knew I wanted to do color guard since I was younger because I've always seen them with the band. So I took the chance to go audition, got on the team, and it just stuck with it.
How much has this team meant to you over the past 3 years as a student at Harrisonville High School?
This team means a lot to me. I don't think I would have nearly as many friends if I didn't join. It's really helped me learn to branch out. Because I believe if I would have came into high school without joining color guard, I wouldn't have joined any of the other activities I joined.
Good for you. Haley, I love to hear that from an athlete, from member of the robotics team. I mean, they find that family within a family. How do you go about in your fourth year as the coach creating that type of culture and community?
Once again, I really feel that I would say Greenlee is probably my most experienced member. She's been here the longest at this point, and we started the same season together. So people like her finding a home in color guard and passing down, once again, that dedication and the love for guard really helps other people establish their own relationship with the program and with the sport. And my passion as well for the sport is I've always hoped to pass down as a coach, and I feel like Greenlee and Izzy are a great example of how I feel like I've passed that down.
Izzy, what's the difference between performing outside? There can be some crazy weather in Missouri during the football season, and then performing inside. Do you have a preference?
Definitely performing inside. Also, it is nice to get fresh air, but there's also wind and rain and thunder.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that, if you're performing during the fall in Missouri, you're going to get every kind of crazy weather you can imagine. I remember a few years back, I was at Fort Osage, and a girl flew her flag in the air, and I think it wound up about 10 yards from where she threw it. The wind was so crazy. How do you handle that? Do you just not let it bother you, or is it something that is really a challenge?
You just gotta adjust and go with the flow. Keep going.
How about you, Greenlee? Do you prefer performing inside?
Yeah, definitely.
What are some of the real challenges performing outside during the fall season?
I think the biggest challenge would be the wind, but also the field is much bigger where we perform versus our tarp. So the distance we have to go is a big challenge.
Haley, who choreographs your routines?
I do.
Okay. Do you try to switch it up every year or so, or what type of effort and timing goes into choreographing your routines?
So I choreograph both the fall routine and the winter routine, which is a lot of work, but as the program has been growing, we've been able to put in more advanced choreography, more advanced technique to really grow our program to be bigger and better than when I first started. And it helps with the growth to find new ideas. Because as we're advancing as a team, I can write more advanced choreography, which then helps the gears start to turn in my head.
I bet. Izzy, have you had any special moments? I know collectively you've had a great time being a part of the flag and color guard, but any moments, any challenges with the weather, just any special performances that you can recall?
I think the championships last year was pretty pretty big.
How'd y'all do?
Yeah. We got first place.
Well, how about that? Now, was that with the indoor competition?
Yes.
Haley, your third year as the head coach. You're the top dog. How special was that?
It was a really great feeling, as that was our second year winning first place at championships. It was quite a feat for us as a team, and it helped continue to foster our passion for guard and wanting to become even better and work harder for the next year. We have been moved up to a harder class this year, so we've been putting in the hard work to continue to keep our program growing.
Well, congratulations on all the success. Can't wait to see what happens during this winter season. Izzy Greenlee and Coach Haley Justice, you're always welcome here in the Sonic locker room. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, you too.